What we need on this show is some beauty, and we have got it now. Jessie, you are prettier than ever.
Oh, thank you, Bobby.
Waylon, you don't deserve her. She's too pretty. You're too ugly.
She's right. She's a keeper. I ain't gonna throw her back.
You know, Jessie, the first time I ever met you was in the 60s. I think it's pretty early in the 60s. You were a teenager, and Willie Nelson was cutting an album at the old United Studio out in Hollywood. And I was living out there, and Willie was staying over at my house. And you came by the session, and then a couple weeks later, they were having the Grammy Awards over at one of the big hotels there. And you were there that night. I won a Grammy from Detroit City, and sitting at my table, you were there, my wife Jeannie, Lauren Green, and old Charlie Williams was there. And I might say that you grew up to be a very beautiful lady.
Oh, thank you. I remember that night now. As you spoke and gave me some of the details, that is a long time back there, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, you're talking 63, 64 or something.
Yeah.
A lot of time.
I wonder how they're gonna ever work me into this conversation.
How did you two get together? Meet in Phoenix?
Yeah. First time I ever saw her was in Phoenix. Yeah, she came to town, and Dwayne, Eddie, her first husband, you know, like, had this song that she had written, a duet song. And that's the first time I saw her was then. And they wanted me to do a demo on it with her, you know. And so we did the demo. They finally had to put her on a box way back here, standing up and me up close because she had so much volume, you know. And I didn't have that much volume.
Golly.
And you sing loud for a good old girl. She wasn't very big, but then we met several years later, you know, out in Phoenix, when she had moved back there. And so finally she talked me into marrying her.
Finally, yeah, he just took my hand and swept me off my feet and said, "You're going to marry me."
What did you?
We're both lying.
What did you think of Waylon the first time you ever met him?
That ain't fair.
I thought he seemed like a dignified, committed kind of man, committed to whatever he was committed to. I wasn't for sure what that was, but I thought he had a lot of dignity.
I wasn't sure either, dear.
And a lot of charm and humor.
Well, now you have a little boy that just turned 5 years old. His name is Shooter.
Yeah.
Did he make a big difference in your life when he came along?
Oh, yeah. I didn't think I had that much love extra left over to give. But he just, he keeps us hopping, awake, alive. You know, there's a real life about him that...
He plays drums.
I saw those drums out there upstairs at the house.
And he'll tell you what to play, too. You know, he'd get up there, he set him up a microphone. It was like one of the cymbal stands or whatever you call them, you know. And if you walk by there, you got to do 5 minutes, you know. He'll tell you what to sing and go right along with it, you know.
Well, if he plays like his dad, all he needs is a great big kicker and a foot pedal and a bass fiddle to help him out.
That's it.
He's a cute boy.
Oh, I don't know what we did without him. We made our house a home.
I don't remember when he wasn't here, you know. He's just something else.
His kids can take over.
He really can.
First time I heard "I'm Not Lisa," it sounded like one of the greatest songs I ever heard in my life. It just tore me up. It was Jessie and the piano. Your brother Tommy brought it by my office, and I loved that song. Now, what's the story behind that? Did Waylon come in one night, stumble in, and start talking about Lisa, and you went and sit down at the piano and wrote the song?
No. To tell that story would take a long time, Bobby. But
I'd open up small.
We'd been together several years, and I'd never seen anything like him before. and never could figure him out. I had that melody somewhere in the back of my mind, and those names are fiction, but I understand everything in the song real well. And basically that song's something about the past, people who live in it takes you so, you have to reach a certain age, I think, or some people never get beyond, carrying that past around with you. And that's so much of what that song's about. Saying, look, your past is back there, and I'm here, and hello. But, sure, I live all my songs, Bobby.
Great. That's what I wanted to hear. There's a great emotion in that song. I'll tell you what, we're gonna go away and do a commercial, and when we come back, you've got to sing it. So.
Okay.